I feel adequately warmed up. All right. Oh, quiet night thus far. was enjoying the music, and now I'm getting nothing but ads. Dance fever all week long. I'm heading into Friday in a few minutes. Nifty 805. How's it going? I'm going to start my weighted squats in a minute. I've just been enjoying the music. For the first half hour, it was very funky, lots of funk. Now it's become more mellow. Downside is the funk with a beat and some attitude was better for working out. This is just got me in the mood to move my body and groove. Thank you. The I've been fully vaccinated as of last Sunday, so as opposed to streaming regularly, I've done at least half my workouts at the gym. And every time I come back from the gym, I've been getting DOMs. Like I've been crushing chest, crushing back, crushing legs, and loving every minute of it. I'm gonna start moving. I'm gonna move the camera to a better position for the squat. I just want to be able to see my feet and my. It's stuck. Come on. Let's fix that. Come on, camera. That should be good, hopefully. I don't think I changed that at all. Try that. Oh, how are you doing tonight? Oh, I figured today I'll stop at 250 for squats. Monkey butt. uh, that's always the answer to what's up. What's up? And you know the answer. I'm doing good. I'm thinking about switching my music to something that's more upbeat. I have it filtered out so I can hear it, but it doesn't get broadcast on my stream, so I don't get my videos don't get muted later. Um, my music started off with lots of funk, but now it's all just groove. Rebar. It's not great, but I've had over 300 pounds on it, and it's more rickety when there's less weight on it. Um, and it takes a little bit of practice to re-rack the weight safely, but it works pretty good for a bench press as well. So I'm happy with it. It's the best of the cheapest racks I could get. I don't have room for something much larger. All right, let's do my set here. I got my stretchy jeans on. I don't know if you can stretchy. I got talked into buying several pairs from some of my dancer friends, and now they're my go-to. I'm focusing on squeezing my way up. That felt good. Not a lot of weight, but next set. Where I'm going to hit my desk here. I'm a little bit close. Oh, missed. It's getting hot in here. Let's add some weight. Oops, I forgot to bring a bunch of weight out here. I'm gonna have to run and grab more weights if I want to add any more. I got distracted. I have a workout room where I keep all my weights in. It's Gizmo. How's it going? That's good to hear. I got. I've been considered officially fully vaccinated as of this last Sunday. Been crushing my workouts, but this is only my second workout on stream since. And I'm just happy to just cruise with the music tonight. Yeah, it had been probably about 2 months for me too. I'm from the middle of Canada. We went into full lockdown up until about a month ago or so. But even though the gyms opened up, I was still waiting until I could get my shot and then wait the 2 weeks. Oh, wait another minute, do another set. What's funny is yesterday I went to a social distanced swing dance event out in the park, and I've never spent any time learning choreography for swing dancing, but that's all they did. So I was just watching the people that knew what they were doing and following along. With swing dancing, um, you're helped in a lot in that there's a lot of moves that are common that are done throughout several choreographies. So I spent some time there. That was actually the hardest part was I had my mask on the whole time, and it got difficult to breathe when you're doing kicks and jumping around all nonstop. Um, but then that's how I started to wind down, and I was walking back, and I saw a bunch of people. They were having a bachata lesson uh, at another section of the park, and so I went, I watched, and they're like, "Hey, anyone who wants to come down, come join us." And so I just started. I learned their bachata routine on the spot. Jumped in halfway. I was able to keep up and participate. Had a lot of fun. But my hamstrings are actually pretty sore today from all the dancing, just giving her. So I woke up this morning with really tight hamstrings as they're just protecting themselves from all the excess movement I did yesterday. All right, there we go. I don't have a lot of room to move my legs back here, so I'm basically on the spot. I have no room to move around or rendezvous. All right, let's do this. Oh, I got a message. Gubster, how's it going? I saw the diamond gem there. I was like, oh, I better gonna hit this set really quick. I went out dancing yesterday, had a lot of fun. A little bit tender today from it. I'm doing good. Happy to be here. This is only my second time streaming since, well, this week basically. Sunday I've been throwing in a bunch of workouts at the gym. But it's good. Every time I go to the gym, I'm getting DOMs after, right? The delayed onset muscle soreness, where it's like tender to the touch for a day or two. And that's the dream, right? What's funny is I did, so I think I streamed Monday, and it's Thursday going into Friday right now, but I believe I streamed Monday, and I did my first ab workout in a long time. And after I was done, my ab just went flat, right? Like I can flex, you can sort of see my ab definition. Well, when I really beat them up really hard, they just disappeared for a day or two. Oh yeah, it's a dream, right? Like as you grow, as you improve, it gets harder and harder to achieve. But back in the gym with my bread and butter exercise, this is where I'm able to really just beat up the muscle. Um, I had DOMs in my traps. I was even doing stuff just to fool around and show off. Like I was doing the best one arm pull ups I've ever done in my life. Like before, I was only doing 2 1 arm pull ups. Well, here I was doing 3 1 arm pull ups each arm, and I'd get right up there, I'd squeeze, come down, hang, tighten up. It starts with almost like a lat, and then and then at the top you really get your arm involved, get your bicep in there, and your forearm and lock out. Ooh. Yeah, once I'm in front of my weights, I got room. I got room to move around, and I'm a whole lot more free. I don't know. You do this, it gets like 5 times easier. You're really using both, like using your whole back to do it this way. And with one arm, most people struggle with the first part, right, where you stabilize your shoulder. That's like if you can't protect your shoulder, don't even try to do it. Um, and then there's two different ways to go about doing a one arm pull up, right? You can either focus on bringing your other arm to your hand, and the other one is almost like have a row and turn into a chin up, and then there's like an inflection point between where it's more heavily lat dominated and when it's really compared like where you get the compared to where you get the locking out. I've I'm 190 pounds right now. I was able to do them at 230 pounds, and I was really proud of you of that, right? Like I I like being able to do a lot of calisthenic exercises that are tailored towards people that are a lot lighter than I am. You know, I could probably do some one arm pull ups right now to show you, but I'd have to. I got my pull up rack on the balcony outside. If you want to see it, I can bring it in and do a couple one arm pull ups and then. Oh, well, if you are interested enough, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just. Oh shit, that hurts. Oh, I banged my ankle with my. Oh, ow! I banged my left ankle on my back extension. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna grab it just because that will give me time to walk off my leg right now. I'll be back on stream in about 45 seconds. All right. So I kind of don't have a lot of room here. Let's see if I can. This also isn't the best for doing one arm pull-ups because there's a bar right here that when you do them, you want to go hollow body. And my top of my legs will end up hitting this and pushing. So as I'm pulling up, I have a weight pushing down on me. It's just awkward. All right, let's get this guy over now. Yeah, I think part of the reason why I was having such an easy time with my one arm pull ups at the gym is because the setup was actually right. It like this frame gets in the way. It's awkward. I have to adjust my core and my frame in order to like my own body has to adjust to make do for what I got, as opposed to having everything right and you just have the right form and then just pull. Whereas if you watch me do the pull-ups there, it was almost like three parts, like here, adjust, here. Or actually, I was locking out this way on them. But My shin hurts. I gotta find some better music. This isn't pump me up. Oh, here's one. Um, I like warming up. Um, Basically taking my body through the motions of the exercise I'm gonna do. I like to warm up my shoulders every day. Just remind my body it's able to open up, prevent myself from prevent my posture from ever collapsing in on itself. Um, but like if it's a full body something, I like what are they? Polite? No. What's where are you? But it really depends on the exercise. Sometimes I'll go on the bike for 5-10 minutes before I work out, just get blood pumping through my body, get my body moving. I'm not I'm not going for cardio. I'll go just enough that my core is engaged, um, and it's actually a workout, as opposed to when I'm doing my cardio. I basically go all out and I try to burn as many calories as I can. Um, but I've experimented with many different ways of warming up over the years. Um, my bread and butter, which I've been sort of staying away from since I don't have access, since I didn't have ready access to a gym, is like if I want to train hard, I like training hard with heavy weights. If I'm going to do rows, I'll do a set of 20 rows for a warm up at about half weight. Then I'll jump to about 75% and I'll do a set of 15. And then I'll go to like right around 90%, right something where I'm failing around 10. And then I'll get as much volume of hypertrophy as I can at that weight. And it doesn't take a lot of sets if you're going to failure. Like it's hard and you gotta move on pretty quickly. So I'll pick a different variation of the same exercise, or I'll switch up to hitting somewhere else in my back. But that's part of the reason why I like cable exercises, because what you do, you just take the rod, raise it up. Okay, this is a nice weight to warm up with, and then you just click there. Now you got more weight. Click. Now you got more weight. Porthos, what's up, dude? Not too much. I'm here just grooving, having a good time. It's my birthday this weekend. Haven't set any plans or anything, but I went out dancing yesterday. So Wednesday, there was a social distance swing dancing in the park, which was basically just they put on different choreography and musics, and I haven't spent any time learning the choreography, but I know enough swing dancing that I could watch the person in front of me and follow along. Um, and so I did that for a couple hours. In between there, I was like playing around. I was doing doing human flags on a tree, climbing up a tree, like doing one arm pull ups on a tree. I was doing headstands on a tree, just messing around. That was actually quite difficult. And then after that event ended, or actually when it started to die down, I started walking around the park, and there was a group that was doing bachata. And so I watched them for a few minutes, and then he asked, "Hey, you want to come down?" So I came down, and I was dancing bachata in the park afterwards, and they were doing their own choreography that I was able to follow along. Thank you. My music's been weird today. It started off with lots of funk, and then it became all mellow, and now I don't even know what I'm listening to. Right now, some guy's talking to me, and I don't know how to dance to this. Oh, there it goes. Y, double Y, Margot, 98 666. How's it going? Oh, I didn't even see that that's what you guys are doing. I don't need to be famous, guys. Sorry. How do I remove this? Yeah, I saw the name before I saw the message. Well, the bot got a call out on my stream. That's okay. I'll remember you, Margot. But farewell. You know, I never even thought about hitting slash ban. I always just click on the person and I gotta like, where's the ban button? It's like, oh, it's here. Okay. The worst is I was in a groove. Yeah. Uh, the song is weird. It's like danceable, and then it switches to somebody just talking at you in a bland voice. It's like rap, but like bad. Like, all right, I'm gonna switch songs. So I don't have much more weight out. I have to go grab some. So I think I'm gonna do another 2 sets of this then, and then I'm gonna focus on quad and hamstring and calf isolation. All right, next set. Grab some water. Oh, I think I just ripped out some hair with my callus there. I ran my hand through my hair. My hair got caught on my calluses. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Whew. Oh yeah, by the way, Stretchy Jeans. They're basically all I wear to go dancing now. Within the first year of learning how to dance, I split every pair of pants I owned right down the middle. Shit, that's throwing me off when I hit my weight on the rack. Yeah, what are those? What's that dance move called where you jump and you flare your legs like a Russian? Well, I can't remember what they're called, but if you can imagine that, I split my pants once doing that. I jumped, brought both my legs out and up. Like I used to be able to jump basically like the head height and split my legs. And you know what happened? My pants, poof, right in the front, just split open right from the belt to the front, belt to the front to the belt to the back. Like my legs went, and that wasn't an uncommon occurrence. Where when I would split them, that's how they would go. Like a lot of times for dips, you want to dip a woman, right? You don't take your body over. Like I can't. Like if you're strong enough, you can do it for an aesthetic, but you got to understand that's not really. You're sort of failing when it comes to technique. A lot of it's optical illusion where you don't have to. You just squat, and so if you go for a quick dip, right? I'm standing and I'm getting in position and then squat and split. There goes the pants. I'm gonna look that up. I used why is it not letting me copy that? See, I don't think that's it. There's a move for it. Uh, that's a form of Russian dancing or Ukrainian dancing, but it's not the move where they jump and they throw their legs. They jump, they throw their legs. Yeah, I used to love jumping. Like I used to love my box jumps. I used to love. And honestly, that's something I haven't focused on in a long time. So since 2018, when I hurt my back and I hurt my glute, I haven't done too many box jumps. Like occasionally, I'll still do it. I still have the ability to jump. It's just not something I haven't trained. like I used to. Oh, it's been a good night. How long have I been going? Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a point. I've been talking for the last several streams about wanting to relearn the Michael Jackson's Thriller dance choreography, but I've never actually taken the time to do it. I should really this weekend I should put myself to task and just like Saturday from this time to this time I'm gonna set aside and I'm gonna spend a couple hours, stream it, and have some fun, and basically just stop procrastinating. I've been so busy these days that it's been hard to really have a schedule. So I'm going to work it at this time or this time or this. It's really I got things to finish, and then I got to get in the right mentality for it. And a lot of it comes down to when I'm able to eat my meals, right? Like if my meal ends up getting delayed for 2 hours, that's going to throw off my evening just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to do another set in about 1 minute, and then I'll dismantle my squat rack. I have I'm surrounded in stuff right now. Like they're all off camera, but I brought my pull-up rack out, so this is just taking up space. I got my travel bench. I got my my bench press. I got my back extension. I got my squat rack, and it's all just around me. It was funny though. I did those one-arm pull-ups earlier, but I should have warmed up first. I'm feeling it in my left trap right now. It's not bad, just a little bit, but I would have been better served doing a couple pull-ups first. Oh, that's good. All right, last set of squats. All right. All right, let's put this away. And I'll move my camera back down. All right. I gotta just move some things around, make some space. All right. Ooh. Well, that's gonna put my camera out of focus. So I'm gonna do some quads, calves, hamstrings. I probably sit here and do my calf raises. Warm them up, get ready for some isolation. Yeah. You can pulse like this until it burns, and then you keep going until you're begging for mercy. You want to make it more difficult? Go on one leg. All right. So hot. It's killing me here. Oh, it's gonna fan right on me. Oh, oh, that's so much better. Echelon, how's it going? Yeah, I've got another maybe 15 minutes left in me. Then I'm gonna take a shower, wind things down, go to bed. The real question is why not? Nah, I love my stretchy jeans. I went dancing in the park yesterday, so I brought on my stretchy jeans, and now I'm addicted. It's not going to be a super regular thing though, just because it gets hot enough as it is. Well, now these things, within my first year of learning how to dance, I split every pair of pants I owned. I got recommended stretchy jeans, so I bought like a whole bunch of pairs and in different types too. And yeah, they're something that once you go and start using them, you'll never appreciate regular jeans the same again. Let's try to move this a little bit further away. How's that? Yeah, they're made out of some sort of denim. I got um, I got like light blue. These are my dark blue ones. Um, I basically got two pairs of every kind except for these. This is my only pair of these ones. All right, let's add some weight. Yeah, so my birthday's on Sunday. I want to hit the ground running. I want to have a good workout every day leading up to it and continuing for a few days. I really enjoyed what I did for my last birthday, so I think I'm going to do that again. For my last birthday, I went out to a calisthenics park and I did 400 pull-ups. That was my, and I started off with some muscle ups. I started jumping between bars like you see in Ninja Warrior. And then I actually ripped my hand open, so I had to take a break, go to the pharmacy, grab some Band-Aids. I put a Band-Aid on my hand, then I put a glove on my hand, and then I continued working out. And afterwards, I felt like a boss. All proud of myself, happy with life. All right, let's do some hamstrings. Izzy Do, how's it going? I'm doing good. Doing the last little bit of my workout here. Yesterday was a good day. As of last Sunday, I've been fully vaccinated. I've been celebrating by going to the gym. So this is only my second stream since. And every day I come back from the gym, get DOMs later. Yesterday I went out and was dancing in the park, social distanced choreography, but started with swing dancing, and I was walking around and they were doing bachata lesson. I just jumped right in. Lots of fun. Yeah, you're great. Good to hear. A lot of like the world's been on fire for a while now, but we each gotta just keep our heads afloat, do what we can for ourselves and for our community, and just ride it out. If anything, you gotta maintain your own, like maintain good mental health, because it's easy to. Thank you. Can't really pose too well when I'm sitting down, but now. Uh, oh, it's bloody hot in here. I'm enjoying my stretchy jeans, but they add a little bit extra heat that for maybe the first hour and a half of my work, well, maybe for the first hour of my workout, I was able to keep the heat down. But once it started getting hot, every like 5 minutes, it's like a whole nother level. Yeah, these are they're not skinny jeans, they're stretchy, so I can flex in them and or I can stretch in them, and they're not going to rip. Uh, a little bit. Um, I don't actually like sweating. I like air conditioning. I like air moving around. My gym has got great ventilation. My apartment, not so much. Music makes every workout better. It's like uh, it's like a little, well, it's like a toned down version of ammonium, right? You know, you get the sniffing salts, and it just like wakes you up, makes you mad, and then you just lift. Well, for me, music is sort of the same way, except it's like a wave that's coming by, and I can see it coming, and I wait until it's here, and then I just let it take me away, and then there's the energy I need to just, whew. No, this is my second stream since I had been fully vaccinated, which was this Sunday. I've been streaming for a while. I haven't taken the time to set up affiliate yet. For myself, um, streaming has helped me enjoy my home workouts again, and primarily it's for myself, keep myself motivated, committed, showing up. I can go look at the videos later, but at the same time, the gym has always been as much like a big part of my social life, and there's been a huge gap in my life without it. And like I welcome you guys to all come down and hang out with me when I'm here lifting. Makes everything more enjoyable. A lot of what my streams have become people come in here and ask for fitness advice quite often, and I'm interested in anything regarding like fitness, nutrition, different philosophies, whether that's strength training, bodybuilding, powerlifting. And yeah, I really should set up affiliate. I've just been a little bit busy, and between prepping my meals with working, I've recently moved. Um, there just hasn't been a lot of time to really learn all the Twitch settings or to really take the time to set up affiliate. But right now, I'm getting everything I need out of streaming, so I'm perfectly content. Just happy to hang out with you guys. I got good music, good conversation. Life is good. I'm gonna do my hamstrings. All right, I'm gonna add some more weight. But once I add some more weight, I'm not gonna be able to get off the bench without the whole thing tipping on me. So as soon as I add this, well, it's not doing it. Good. Yeah. Wait, there it goes. Yeah. See, it's very precarious now. So now I'm relegated to sitting on this thing. So where are you from, Izzy? I'm from smack dab in the middle of Canada. That's cool. I I get a lot of people from all over the world that I talk to, but I've never had anyone from Ireland before. Um, Basically, everything I know about Ireland is from my coworker who grew up there. And right now, she's a woman who's she's about 60 years old, like 55 to 60 years old, and so her idea of Ireland was from like 30, 40 years ago. So I always try to keep that in perspective. Yeah, I'll make a point tomorrow to ask her exactly where she's from. I'd like to say yes, but it's a coin flip. And her perspective is also from being a woman in Ireland from 40 years ago, where from how she says it, it's like the women would sort of be expected to take care of the men while the men were but not like in North America, right? Where it's like, oh, women stays at home. It's more like, well, yeah, the women there's more expectations on the women in every aspect. But once again, 30, 40 years ago, and she's got some very interesting tales of her family. But I guess everybody's family is a little bit crazy. I got uh, I got a crazier family than most, probably, but for all I know, I just normal like everyone else. All right, hamstrings. I'll probably do another set, do some casts. So what time is it there in Northern Ireland right now? It's getting pretty late here. Ow. All right, I'm gonna throw this thing on my bench. Keep it way down. I'll do some posing. Before I started, what's funny is I don't normally do abs like ab days anymore. But on Monday, I did a really hard ab workout, and my abs have basically gone flat since. They're like hiding inside me. They've been like scared. Oh, oh, I think my camera can't handle it. It starts to go out of focus. Oh, I love my music. Um, it's more I've been focusing on. Um, I've been less interested in posing than anything else. Um, I'm not even sure I really know how to do it properly because I spend a lot of time reading like scientific studies and listening to different people on different topics when it comes to fitness. And I'll spend like hundreds of hours down these paths, but I have a superficial knowledge of what's involved with posing, and I guess haven't been interested enough to spend all that time to learn. Okay, how do you do this, and then practicing in front of the mirror with direction. So you write down step by step how do you do it, how you flex, how you transition from one pose to another. I just haven't taken that time. It's only now that I'm streaming and I'm always in front of. I can see myself the whole time that I'm able to like play around and try out some things. But for myself, I've always been very focused on the mind-muscle connection, right? So being able to activate like understanding how to activate my lats, or how, like if I want to flex certain parts of my chest, or if I want to, and so but having that mind-muscle connection helps towards posing because basically you just squeeze everything that you can feel until it hurts, and that's posing. Except I guess that's like the basis for posing, and then the rest is you want top-down lighting because I've got a bit of a tan right now. Like you can tell that, like you can see how I have a white spot underneath my chest. Well, when you have muscles that bulge, they provide shade for underneath, and so I got shade under my abs as well as under my chest. But the same thing happens when you have top-down lighting. It creates shadows and definitions. So you see the muscle, which is lit up, and you see the shadow underneath. And with those contrasts, top-down lighting makes the muscles pop out more. I don't have top-down lighting here. And then there's other things people do where they'll like pull their stomach in to make, because you want like the disproportionate wide back to skinny waist, makes everything look bigger. Pec bouncing is heavily rooted in the nervous system, but it's actually less so the mind-muscle connection. Some people find an easier time to do it than others, but you can train to do the pec bouncing. But there's very little flexing involved in the pec bouncing. It's just like learning how to like make a make your muscle flare a bit. I think my camera is starting to disagree with me. Maybe it's the white background behind me. I'm gonna go back to my exercises here, but a couple years ago, I joined a circus group. Oh shit! A couple years ago, I joined a circus group, and a lot of what I was doing was I was the base, and I'd have guys over my head holding them hands to hands while they're doing handstands, and like a lot of like the stabilizing, like I engage everything, and my hands don't move, right? So you can put a lot of force, and if I'm lying on my back, I can hold somebody in the air, right? And I was able to garner a lot of trust in me just because I understood how to lock, how to stabilize, how to squeeze, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Like I'd be at the bottom. I'd be holding a guy in the air, and all I'd be thinking in my head is, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, right? Because I'm just like, this is so how did this ever happen? Suddenly, I was just like, I'd be freaking out just thinking, just like, okay, the body knows what it's doing. Meanwhile, my head is just going like, okay. All right, hamstrings. Once I start increasing the weight on this bench, um, what actually becomes the hardest when it comes to hamstrings is the 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 bench itself pushes on my right above my knee, and so it's almost like foam rolling. Just with the amount of pressure that's there, it's very isolated pressure, and it becomes a matter of just you're sucking up the pain rather than failing because the weight's too heavy. Um, Fitness people vary. Um, I've met some of the most welcoming and encouraging people I've ever met have been fitness people. Whereas I've met other people who are just basically jerks, right? Where they're there, they don't want to talk to you. They just want to lift their weights and like they might even be like shitty to women. Um, but like um, roid rage is real. You start messing around with your hormones, and like all bets are off on what that's going to do to your personality. And you'll never really know until you're really going through it. And if you're not managing your chemistry right, you can really, like a lot of people are on PEDs and they'll mess up their chemistry and they're just, whereas myself, I like being nice and mellow. I like going there. I like lifting heavy weights, controlled, steady. But if anything, I found more dance people tend to be more geeks. Um, like like I'm saying it in a like lovingly so. Werewolf 109. How's it going? Caught me here near the end of my workout, but it's been a good night. Been a good week. Vaccinated as of Sunday. Started going to the gym again. Um, I'm getting DOMS every time, delayed onset muscle soreness every time I'm come back to the gym, which means I'm really putting in the work. I'm shocking the system, building back a bit stronger every day. And went out dancing yesterday, had a lot of fun. Today, did some legs, focused mostly around squats. Had some nice conversation here. I've had several people that I've been talking to throughout the last 2 hours. Izzy Do here is from North Ireland, well, Northern Ireland. How are you doing tonight? I'm gonna do my hamstrings, and then I'll read the chat after I turn around. I got my stretchy jeans on. Stretchy. Tomorrow I'm gonna do deadlifts at the gym. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Ah, ah, oh. Whew. Well, yeah, just make sure you're going to a gym where you feel safe, right? Like not all gyms are equal. You need good ventilation. You need you need equipment spread out. You go to some place like Planet Fitness where, oh sure, they'll if they limit their capacity 25%, sounds great, right? Well, sounds great in practice, but or sounds great in theory, but in practice, all the good equipment is in one tiny spot of the gym. So that's where everybody conjugates. My opinion, like you gotta like it might differ from where you are, but you gotta look at the people around you too, because Planet Fitness tends to put all their good equipment in one spot, so that's where everybody goes to, and people normalize behaviors very quickly. So you'll have people that will go there for a week or two, and then suddenly they're like they get so comfortable without social distancing. So you get people back to back and just all in each other's spaces. So like you got to go there and look and just make your own decision. I pop my head in at the Planet Fitness um, where I live. I have memberships to a couple different gyms, as well as for like yoga studios and like hot yoga. Um, but I've just been going to one gym, which is a university gym, and it's like this gym was designed by interior designers. And at the time, and it's new too, but at the time, it was very frustrating because it wasn't designed by somebody who actually goes to the gym regularly. It was designed by somebody who, like, you could tell on how they organize everything and how they split everything apart that there was a lot of thought done into it, but it was done by an interior designer. And at the time, I was like, I hate it. Give me back my old gym. But for the pandemic, it's turned out really well. Um, like kind of like you can build a lot of muscle, like just with calisthenics. But you got to make do with what you have. Planet Fitness, you can like they have some good equipment there. In my opinion, they don't have enough free weights. Free weights are king. You can do a lot of compound lifts, build big muscle, but most of what you have at Planet Fitness are machines, which are good for isolation and really targeting whatever muscle you want. Um, but like even something like a machine press, when you're pressing, you never really press straight this way. There's also shoulder uh, action that comes up. So like you're gonna go press, there's this motion as well as extension of the elbow. So you'll start maybe about here and you go press, and your arms come up until you're fully stacked over top of your shoulders, and that's where you're strong. Well, it's a little bit hard on the joints if you're doing a push machine and it's not allowing you to get your joints moving exactly where they want to go. But one thing Planet Fitness does have, that's Planet Fitness has better ventilation than most other gyms out there. So that's one benefit. Right? They got those tall ceilings with the lunk alarm up there. But glad you're out there trying to better yourself in one way or another. I've been picking up different hobbies over the last little bit, but occasionally I've been burning out, and I've just been putting some things on the back burner. Like there's a bunch of studying for chess that I started, and I want to finish, but it's gonna take like a good 100 hours to just sit down and really go through and finish what I was in the middle of. But you get fatigues your brain. All right, so I'm gonna do one more set here. Quads, hamstrings. What do you mean the spot machines? Um, with machines can help you like push machines can help you with like you just do a really heavy push, and it can really increase your max bench with machines. It's because like base like one way you're safer on a machine is if the weight's too heavy for you, you just push and the weight doesn't go up. You're not gonna like drop it on your neck. You're not gonna hurt yourself. You don't need someone to spot you. Is that what you mean? Like a spot machine, something like a machine that spots you? I'm not sure. There's different variations. Are you talking about the Smith machine? The Smith machine is Smith machine is a good tool. Um, it's just you got to understand that it's not a fixed plane coming up and down. And what's funny is most lifts. Most lifts you do, when you're lifting the weight, you want the weight to go up and down vertically, except in a bench. In a bench, you almost want to go at a diagonal a little bit. So on a Smith machine, doing a Smith bench, you might want to adjust your own body so that you're not pushing straight up, but that you can almost get a little bit of an arc on it. But if that's all you have for a Smith machine, um, like by all means, use that. Just pay attention to your joints. If you're starting to feel like your joints are taking a little bit of a beating, just ease off. Like do less volume, especially if you're doing a lot of repetitive motions on the Smith machine. That can be a little bit subpar. And but then again, it also depends on how much weight you're lifting. You don't want to feel like you're grinding to get the weight up. Yeah, I learned how to do muscle ups on a Smith machine because one, I could practice dips on a Smith machine where most dips you get the handlebars to the side, you get a neutral grip, but with the Smith machine you gotta you end up coming to here and then push, and it's a lot more difficult. It's a lot more shoulder intense and elbow like tricep. There's a lot more stress on the tricep right around the elbow, and you can practice the dips that way in a safe environment when you're not up in the air, as well as you can practice staying below the bar and then jumping and getting on top of the bar, and then getting down and then jumping and getting on top of the Smith bar, just like tossing it into your waist and then getting your center mass over the bar. Because a lot of people fail their muscle ups because they don't get their center mass over their bar, and so the whole time the center mass is trying to pull them back, making things more difficult on them. What else did I do? Um, yeah, so I think those are the two I did on the Smith machine, and then the other one I was just doing pull-ups and like a mixture of a pull-up and a lat pullover, where the whole purpose is just to get the chest over top of your hands above the bar. So, and then the next step is just getting on top of the bar. But right now, we're all making do with what we got. And to like really to be able to bug yourself up with the Smith machine doing a bench, you're gonna either be doing a weight that is a little bit too heavy, like so on the Smith machine, I wouldn't go as heavy as you can. Like you might still be able to lift it, but I would still ease off a little bit to take less pressure off the joints, which is to take some pressure off the joints. And I would also do it in moderation. So like don't do like 10 sets on the Smith machine. Yeah, well, free weights are king. With free weights, you can really learn how to do the exercise, feel the muscles working. Whereas often with machines, what'll happen is it'll deactivate a lot of even when you're doing the tricep extensions on the machine, you're deactivating most of your arm, and and only your tricep is really activated, and that can sort of mess with the nervous system a little bit. So like it's a great exercise to do, right? Because you can target your triceps and really get some extra hypertrophy in there. But you should also be like having cables. You should be doing pressing exercises. Like if you can, like if you got nothing else, do push-ups, right? Do chair dips, do regular dips, right? There's a lot of there's a lot of calisthenics that you can do at Planet Fitness that is very worthwhile. When I go to Planet Fitness, mostly what I'll do is actually calisthenics, and I might do like they typically have a leg press, which is good. Leg presses are great for building just strength. Um, Scott, um, what's best for triceps is basically different variations. Getting in your hypertrophy. Skull crushers are good, but um, sometimes they might be you might fatigue quicker than you want with skull crushers. Like you might like once you start increasing the weight, you might feel more stress on your elbow, and that might hold you back from progressing. But skull crushers are a great exercise. Um, anyways, all right. Well, thanks for dropping by, as you do. Hopefully, I'll see you again, and I'll find out where my coworker's from North, whether she's from Northern Ireland or from Ireland. And yeah, I don't have much time left. I'm gonna do one more set, and then I'm gonna raid somebody here. Thank you. Yeah, stay awesome, stay well, stay safe. Thanks for coming. All right. Let's see who I can raid here. I've rated this guy before. He's good, people. Whoops. I would 100% recommend a food scale. Measuring your calories is honestly a pain in the butt. Um, like tracking them long. I'm gonna cancel this for now. I'm gonna talk to you about this here for very briefly here, but I'd recommend everybody take the time, like even if it's only for a month or 3 months, where you track your calories, under, get an understanding of what a calorie is, um, the amount of calories per volume and the type of food you're eating, understand how to look at the label, understand what you're doing, and get a idea of you look at this about how much food are you eating here, um, and it's good to do it while you're while it's still new and novel, because like it starts off like, oh, this is cool, look what I'm learning, and eventually gets to like, this is like brushing my teeth every day, but like brushing my teeth like 30 times a day. It's just tedious, and I've spent years doing that. For 3 years, I was having 5 to 6 thousand calories a day, and like the calorie counting was quite difficult in the end. But I would definitely recommend uh, like taking some time, and that's gonna help you out a lot. Well, you gotta read the labels, and you can look at certain types of foods, right? Like strawberries, 1 pound of strawberries, 150 calories, right? And it depends on what you want to do. If you want to gain some weight, actually, whether you want to gain or whether you want to lose some weight, I would recommend slowing it down, spending more time. Like if you want to gain some weight, like half a pound a week is going to help you build more muscle without getting a little bit puffy and getting building more fat. Whereas if you're losing weight, depends on how much weight you're at. But the faster you lose it, you're gonna like you optimally want the weight to come from your fat storages. But if you're losing it too quickly, it's going to come from your fat. It's going to come from your muscle. Your body's just going to eat itself, basically. The laws of thermodynamics has to take the energy from somewhere. Um, but you read a label and it says, okay, per 1/2 cup of this or per weight of this is this amount of calories. So you weigh it out, and often labels lie as well. Like it'll say, oh, this like it'll say like there'll be discrepancies between like what 1 cup versus how much weight is actually in there. So if you take 1 cup of it and it says, oh, that's supposed to weigh 300 grams, well, you take 1 cup of it and that's 350 grams. So there'd actually be more calories in that cup than what is said on the label. Scales don't tell you the calories. You're gonna have to do the math yourself. Scales are basically, you get a food scale, you put it down, and then and then you reset it. So um, you put your scale on, you put your plate on, you hit the 0 button, and then so it'll take that bowl as 0 weight, and then everything you add to that bowl, you'll watch the weight go up, and and then you should already have an understanding of how much you want to have in there. And for the richer type foods, like for your rice, for your meats, it's more important, or like for your fatty meats, it's more important to weigh them out very accurately, because if you go like if you're off by a little bit, you're going to change the number by quite a lot, right? Whereas if you have something else like vegetables, like if you have greens, like lettuce or spinach, um, if you don't weigh that as accurately, um, it's not going to make too much difference in the calorie count. Because like if you have 150, like if you have 150 calories for a pound, which is something like this, if you take off like 1/100th of that, hundred, like say, even if you take off 1/10 of that, right? You've gone from like 150 calories to 145 calories, and it makes very little difference compared to if you have rice and say you have like 400 calories of rice, you take off like 10% of the weight, you might or if you add 10% of the weight, you might be at much higher calories and for a very small amount of volume. 20 days, it depends. You can build like when you're first starting out, you're going to build your most muscle at the beginning, but you should be looking for more like a year. So how much muscle can you build in a year? Because like your muscle growth doesn't go linearly over time. It uh, it it's like a parabola where it starts off fast at the beginning, starts to slow down, and then bottoms out near the top. And it takes about 4 years of like training religiously and doing everything right in order to hit your peak genetic potential, or like 95% of your peak genetic potential. And then after that, you're only gaining like half a pound of lean muscle mass a year, um, doing everything right. But in 20 days, I could build like if I want to focus on my back, I could grow my back quite a bit in 20 days. But I would be, like to do that, I would be training my back 2 to 3 times a week. I'd probably 1 week I do train my back twice. Next week I train my back 3 times. Week after that I train my back twice. Right? So I'm at 21 days, and I would build quite a bit of size in my lats. But when you're starting off, that would be too difficult of a program for you, because that would be rough, and to the point where like my back would be sore all the time, and it would just my back would be sore. I'd have muscle fatigue, and then as soon as I recovered, I'd beat it down again. And to grow muscle, um, you need stimulus. You need hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is a stimulus that generates muscle growth. You need protein to you need a protein supply to actually build the muscle, but you need hypertrophy in order to tell the body, oh, my muscles need to grow bigger than last time, and then you need as much volume of that hypertrophy as you can. And as you get stronger, it gets harder and harder to achieve hypertrophy. Right? Like as you get stronger, you're gonna be able to lift heavier weights, and like you're gonna have to lift heavier weights in order to break down the muscles the same way that you did when your muscles weren't as big. Yes. The science shows that to optimally grow like a muscle group, you have to train it either 2 or 3 times a week. And the science doesn't know whether 2 times a week or 3 times a week is better. Both are good training programs, as long as it comes down to ensuring that you're recovering. So if you're training so hard that by the time you're recovered, like you train, and then by the time you're recovered, you train again. By the time you recover, you train again. If that averages out to 2 times a week, that's fine, and that means like that's basically as optimal as you can get. Whereas if you're training a little bit less hard, and so as soon as you finish recovering, you train again, you recover, you train again. If that averages out to 3 times a week, that's equally as good. But it's not easy because you got to be consistent. If you're injured, you're not building any more muscle, and it comes down to really how much volume you can get in, how much volume that you can get in over those 20 days, how much volume you can get in over 3 months, how much volume you can get in over a year. That's what matters, and not just any volume. It's volumes of like basically sets near failure where you are trying hard, and then as you get stronger, you have to try harder to break down the muscle tissue. Like when I first wanted the V, right? Like I wanted the V in my back. It took me a couple months to get it where I wanted. Like I started to like I was a twig with arms, and then I'm like, oh, I want to work on my back now. I want to get that V, and like even 3 months. 3 months is a very short period of time. Like 3 months over your life is nothing, and once you've made it, it's a lot easier to maintain the muscle than it is to break it down to continually grow. But let me see if a guy I was going to rate is still on. Yes. So I'm going to raid this guy right here. Whoops. He's good, people. Yeah, no, like once, like if you're doing everything right, just showing up and being consistent is like 80% of it, right? Like you can figure out semantics, like worry about like is a Smith machine going to be efficient for me or efficient for me or not? Well, really, if you go out there and you train, like you just be active and that's 80% of it right there. Like and you're eating well, and you're going to see results. It's just the more strict you are with yourself, the more consistent you are, the harder you push, the more results you're going to get. But don't like too many people burn themselves out in a couple months and then stop, right? Like what like a better approach is have a lifestyle that you can maintain. And like for myself, I work out 6 days a week. I wouldn't recommend that I wouldn't recommend anybody start there, right? Start like 3 days a week. Oh,